Hey, college football nickel package. Probably my favorite segment of the week.
All right. Thank you very much, by the way. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned should TCU be about going on the road to play Baylor this Saturday?
Very high. 10. It's a road game.
Yep.
I know a lot of fans around here, this area, that root for the local team. It's a different concept to them.
We'll
like
figure it
going
out.
on the road and playing somebody.
We'll figure it out.
Baylor's pretty good.
Tone.
They're good. I mean, it's a lot to ask to go through all these road games all the time and win, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard. And look, they could still, this is the game they could lose and maybe still find their way in the playoff.
Yeah.
Because I would say that the loser of Michigan, Ohio State, whoever that loser is, provided TCU wins the Big 12 championship, the Big 10 loser's resume will be inferior to that of TCU. So I would still like their chances to get in, certainly over whoever loses the Michigan-Ohio State game. But it's hard, man. The point spread tells you everything you need to know. Yeah. And again, Michigan fans in particular, you don't know about this because you're a double-digit favorite plus in every game you play because they're all exhibitions. So this is a little bit different in that respect. Why?
There's your tone again.
It's great. No, I believe TCU has to win out, control their own destiny, because at the end of the day, it's like we've been talking about the brand moving forward. So this is the biggest game of so far for them, and it's not going to be easy, but I think they win.
The other thing, there's a lot more pressure on TCU now, because for years and years, TCU was a gimmick program. Let's score a lot of points and be exciting, wear our little purple uniforms, but the bottom line is we're not ready to win in prime time. This Baylor game is going to be real tough for them because I think they're going to be feeling the heat a little bit. So I'd be, I'm not going to say a 10 because you should fear no one that much, but a 9.
Yeah, and that's where I was 9.5 or whatever.
Yeah,
the point spread tells you the
9.8.
story, though. And that, I think it opened up as a 3 and got bet down to 2.5. So that's danger. That's danger zone, no doubt.
Danger zone.
All right, second down. Speaking of teams that have college football playoff hopes, how about the USC Trojans? They go on the road and play at UCLA. Does USC get the job done this weekend and, by extension, keep their playoff hopes alive?
Yeah, I think they will. As we see when we do the picks with Ryan Poulter, I think that USC will here. And if not, then you go on the list. USC goes on the list first year right away. Lincoln Riley, and you guys know what I'm talking about, the Lincoln Riley list, where you get to a point where you're perceived as this great program, and when push comes to shove, you get pumped. Like they will go on that list instantly. I don't care about time with the program. Like, people forget the talent that he brought with him to USC. You know what I'm saying? $3 million name, image, and likeness receivers, and Jordan Addison. You know what I'm saying? Like, your boy at quarterback. Like, all of it, dude. You got to go win this game if you're Lincoln Riley. And I know it's the first year with the program, but you do.
But USC is better than UCLA.
And they are that,
Sam
too.
Flan, it's not a road game when you could take public transportation to the game.
That's true.
All right? And they'll beat UCLA, and don't worry about it, little fella. Because Caleb Williams should win the Heisman.
Real quick, WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Anthony Hurley. Neil, can you say one positive thing about Michigan? They're very, very good at scheduling. Very, very good. What?
Hey, to your point on USC, though,
yes.
like it's as important, like TCU, for the rankings and to stay in the picture, but for the program-wise, and Lincoln Riley being this quarterback guru, this with what he was supposed to take there with the assets that he was given. So they need to win this.
Yeah, and UCLA was cute for a minute, but they get 40.
I think they got exposed.
Yeah, they get 40 people at their games at the Rose Bowl and stuff like that.
USC people there.
Yeah, just kind of crumble them up and dispose of them. I think that's what they have to do.
All right, Neil, let's see if you can do this.
Yes.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
The University of Michigan football program, or the University of Michigan football, is very, very good. Period.
At scheduling, yeah. I give them credit for that.
Okay.
See, like, both things can be true here, guys. I would do the schedule they do it the way they do it too. Why would you not? You're not penalized for it.
Michigan is a good football program. Can you say that?
Sure, Michigan's a good football program. They're good.
Okay.
Clip it.
Clip it. He said
They're
he said
cute.
something nice.
Like, they're cute.
Nah, there he goes.
Yeah.
They're cute.
They're good. They're cute. You know, they're like a TCU.
Okay. The cutie pies.
Yeah.
All right. Fair.
What down we
Are
on?
they a blue blood?
No, you got to win something at some point to be a blue blood. All right.
Speak.
Why does it always get back? We're trying to do the college football segment. We got the whole rest of the show to talk
Neil,
about.
this is your fault.
Okay.
Don't blame everyone else.
All right, third down. So speaking of TCU and USC, they're both led by star quarterbacks, TCU's Max Duggan and USC's Caleb Williams. Which of those two quarterbacks accounts for more touchdowns this Saturday when you combine passing and rushing?
I think it's going to be Caleb Williams because, again, it's going to be a usage factor. You know, like we get trapped into this. Max Duggan is very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. He's the reason TCU is where they are right now. He's the reason for that program to be, you know, if it started today, in the playoff and everything like that. But again, just a usage thing. UCLA, they turned out to be a gimmick. You know the winner of the USC-UCLA game, D-Mac, is going to be in the 40s at a minimum.
Yeah, no, I think it's you look at the competition, and I think that you nailed it as far as opportunity to score, throw touchdowns, run, or whatever it'll be in that USC game. So I would expect Caleb Williams because Max Duggan, he goes how TCU goes, but it'll be a tough sled in Baylor.
40s, old chum? No, the winner's going to get in the 50s.
Well, I said minimum, at a minimum.
All right.
Yeah. So
54-48. Caleb Williams.
there you go. All right, I like it.
All right, fourth down. So both North Carolina's Drake May and Ohio State's C.J. Stroud have 34 touchdown passes. Which of those two players finishes the season with more touchdown passes?
Here's a question based on that.
Yeah,
Why does no one talk about Drake May?
because North Carolina is kind of like college football purgatory. They're like a basketball blue blood, but he should honestly get some Heisman consideration. He's having a damn good year.
Over Blake Corum?
As of now, with the Ohio State game not having been played yet, yes.
And, you know, Drake May has 600 yards rushing.
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah. Drake Mays.
Very political. You and I look at each other and go, wow.
Yeah.
You notice
Very
he
Canadian.
said over Blake Corum, there's this long pause.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, for me, Drake May, he's the one nobody talks about, dude. Like, what, 40 touchdowns, 3 picks, whatever it is, 600 yards rushing.
But you know why?
It's crazy.
You don't talk about the ACC except for Clemson.
Right.
That's it.
I would say he, in my Heisman, as it sits right now, he would have the chair over Blake Corum.
And that's fair.
He would.
And by the way, C.J. Stroud's going to have more touchdown passes because they play Michigan, and then they play some clowns in the Big Ten championship
Right.
game. You know they're going to have him in the shotgun.
Terry, low-key, Terry
passing
just
60
gave Ohio
times in
State
that
the win
game.
next week.
He did, yeah.
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know Ohio State's
Did
going to
you
be in the
see
Big Ten
Terry
championship
low-key
game?
just gave Ohio State because I was saying my pick would be I hope it's May because that means Michigan in one game shuts down C.J. Stroud, and who goes further in the playoffs, right? You would expect you'd almost have to say Stroud because he's going to play more games if you believe.
Right. But you know what? He might, throw 2 touchdown passes against Michigan and then 8 touchdown passes against Illinois or Iowa or whoever
Still
the
giving
hell's
him
going to
that
be playing that
championship.
game.
He's still
Drake-
sending them. He's still sending them to the championship.
Drake
game.
May's going to spin it against Georgia Tech at home this week,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
He's going to spin it. And
But-
Mac Brown knows, right? He's got to, if he wants his guy to be in that Heisman discussion, he's got to throw for 5 to 6 minimum.
I'll
Yeah.
go to North Carolina just for the Jordans.